And Plasma, he's readied up, literally just waiting on Cooler. That's going to be it, guys. We're getting into the first game of the day. Plazmaistar versus Cooler. Map 1 Cure. And right off the start, I am going to be on Cooler Cam I'm going to go to. And he goes direct to Mega. Hasn't picked up any weapons yet. Well, it's a start that I think both of them are going to be happy with. We'll see how they play. Plasma, a very aggressive move on there. As he got his exit route planned out. Oh dear, he's going to go rail only. He's hit 2. One more for the kill. He's going to make it. Oh dear.
That was the biggest mistake I've seen from the start, and he makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, it was a massive blunder.
Without the... Is he going to go in again? Yeah, he can get another frag. Without the rocket star, the LG, dropping on that yellow is not safe at all. He made it work. So it's all cool for him.
Alright, it really is. He's got to watch out at the top. He should be able to secure this Mega. Oh, Cooler.
Now it's where the game's going to be very... Because Cooler now knows that Plasma has that rail, and he's going to have to counter it.
Oh, awesome rocket there from Plasma. Is he going to be able to follow up? Chasing through might not have been the worst idea, to be honest.
Yeah,
certainly giving respect.
You definitely have killed Cooler there, and then you just need to get back to the red, but he still has a rail. He can play however he wants. Great rocket as well.
A fantastic start from the Norwegian here. Again, the rockets, he's just hitting everything at the moment. It's going to have to be Cooler who has to slow down the game real soon if things keep on piling up.
Very, very strong attack. Can he make a push for the Mega? In fact, he's going to steal the Mega right now, and Plasma just realized it. So, spamming the little...
I think it's fine. To be honest, I think not attacking at the Mega was even a better option. Oh, but completely passive on that fight though, Plasma.
Yeah, Plasma wanted to use the rail, and Cooler's like, on your face.
He switched just so slowly, I think. A massive error from Plazmaistar after such an exceedingly strong start.
Let's wait, you got the rail again. Oh, he's not really connecting now.
Cooler's starting to get his dodge on, man.
Yeah.
I think he's realized he's got to set it to overload. And the Plasma might start struggling to hit rails a little bit more now. And there's going to be a yellow up as well.
Up the Mega as well, dropping from the left, making sure Plasma couldn't get an angle if he was above the red. And well positioned, I mean, he's here, he knows that if Plasma has a rail, this is where he's going to be on. But Cooler might lose the red. Oh no, they knew that Plasma was going to double back. This should be a frag for Cooler on the red, but yeah, there it is.
He loses out on the item. There's still a fair amount of time until everything spawns, so Plasma's still got a good chance now to, do some damage or maybe contest for an item himself.
And Cooler just standing on the rail, shooting a warning rocket, telling Plasma he knows he wants that rail.
He knows.
Yep, though.
That was a drop down from Plasma. 27 health left here for the Russian. Plasma might make a drop for that Mega. Oh, he drops down, almost gets the kill. Cooler is critically wounded, gets the red. He needs that health bubble more than anything.
Plasma only has starting health now, and he's going to miss out on both of the armors on the map. The Cooler really got the best of that fight.
Yeah, just even living with 10 health, it seemed to be just fine, to be honest, after all the small health bubbles he found lurking around. Oh, we'll see how the fights ensue. There's a huge amount of time left here.
He's here at the red, but it's so dangerous. Cooler can just go up the stairs and get an easy frag.
Well, it's all about Plasma. The amount of damage he's done to Cooler. Ridiculous.
Insane, really. And Cooler was railable there. If Plasma had shot that rail a little bit before, that would have been a kill.
I can't believe Plasma missed that rail. You'd never expecting him to blunder on such an angle. Cooler misses the jump onto the platform, just narrowly escaping a rocket towards him. Here's one rail, one more for the kill. Is Plasma going to go for it?
He's on 2 health, he really would not have time.
I wonder if he's going to go for Mega or anything like that. He might just have to give up everything.
And you can see how little, also few rails Plasma has fired so far. Because Cooler doesn't give him angles. The only time he gives him angles is when he's firing the rails himself, and that just becomes so hard because Plasma doesn't have the resources either.
I'm getting 100% rail from Cooler. I don't know how many he's shot.
2.
2, okay. Well, that's alright. Could be a good omen. Oh, here it is, Plasma coming back in. He's fired considerably more rails than just 2.
Great rockets from Plasma, and he almost got the frag again.
That would have been outrageous if he got the kill.
Yeah, Plasma's combat skill is definitely on. As soon as he fires a rail, he knows that the opponents are gonna go straight for him, and he's totally prepared.
I was thinking there was going to attack at red. If Plasma got there a bit early, it would have been a pretty fantastic move. Plasma can win himself that yellow.
Great.
He's handling the pressure pretty well, I'd say.
Not having the LG out though is going to even up the stacks, and Cooler already has position for the red. Can Plasma though come in and steal it? Because yep, Cooler's here and there's Plasma. Just going for the timing. He might rocket jump to the mag and Cooler. Can he get damage on it? Nope, not even that. So Cooler is forced to see if he can make damage at the yellow.
Oh, Plasma, he does hit one rail. Can he hit? He can hit a second. Are we going to get another? There's a very narrow angle here. Plasma missing it, and Cooler spots his opportunity to land that item. Plasma being very gutsy over here.
Oh.
Cooler continuing to control that red. Plasma not trying to do any over-aggressive moves to get himself stuck in there. Just having the gauntlet out for a second. He hits another rail, but that is going to be to his falling. Tied up game.
Yeah, the worst part. Oh, that's a great steal from Plasma.
But how can he survive over here? 14 health, 14 armor.
The best choice for Plasma would be to... He actually kills Cooler.
I can't believe
Cooler
that.
will be at the red. Plasma gets the red. That's totally okay. Because now he's gonna get the weapon of spawn, he's gonna get the yellow as well. And Cooler is still
There's
low.
a rail behind Plasma, he didn't notice.
Yeah, Cooler's gonna get it.
He's going to get a surprise. He did not realize he's going to have this weapon just yet. Plasma's going to probably go through the... Oh, he can actually go through the tunnel. I thought he'd use a teleporter.
Wow.
Whoa.
Another rail.
Absolutely brutalized by this Plasma, but it's going to be a mutual frag in the end. And Plasma... Awesome spawn for him. What does Cooler get? He gets...
got the mega spawn.
No, okay, there's just over 3 minutes and they just started the game now. Because all 3 major items were up. Neither of them had any weapons.
And look at how fast...
It's a reset.
Damage from Plasma. To get back and position himself for the red. He doesn't have the LG, and those are the fights that Cooler is going to be trying to be getting at. Oh, that's the awful drop from Plasma. He needs to stay alive, but he just can't. The LG from Cooler, too powerful.
And that's the kind of moves that could really see Cooler winning the game, to be honest. Plasma, he's gonna hate himself if he realizes that situation is what loses him this match, because he's been playing so well up until then. Gets a good rocket. He's got the rail as well, dropping down. Lightning gun of Cooler, excruciatingly painful. Is he going to be able to land a rail? No, it would have been very useful, but he doesn't hit it.
The worst part for Plasma is that every time he uses a rail, because this map doesn't have that many long-range angles, every time he goes for a rail, Cooler is on the other side, either with the LG or with the rail himself.
Let's have a look how Cooler's hitting. Not 100% rail anymore, but I'm sure he'll be okay with that. 42 is what he's getting. Plasma, can he win himself a big item over here? He's doing a ton of damage! Oh my gosh. I don't understand that. Cooler getting devastated there.
I mean, that's because... Oh, is Cooler gonna come into this red? Can he do any damage? That's because Cooler knows that Plasma is using the rail really well. He's really underestimating Plasma's rockets.
Yeah,
The rockets are pretty good.
I dare say that Plasma's rockets have been more impressive than his rail this game.
They have, actually.
They've really been helping him stay in this. And really, right now, he's going to be looking for the lead before it goes down. He can get the kill right here. This is the lead for the Norwegian. Plazmaister. Mega's going to be up straight away.
And with Furious Heights approaching, Cooler cannot lose this map. Or that I say that Plasma could make a huge upset and beat Cooler 2-0.
Yeah. I mean, the way things are going at the moment, Plasma he's playing out of his mind. He's finding Cooler a bit of damage. Right now, Plasma, all he's got to do is hold control of this. He doesn't need a kill. He just needs to keep the Cooler weak. The Cooler's got himself the lightning gun. And Plasma realizes plenty of time to get red. All okay on that department.
He doesn't even need to be at the mag. All he needs to do is just land the rail. But if he holds position, there is no way that Cooler is going to come through the teleporter.
This is really not. I'm going to have to switch over to Cooler and see what he does.
That's the only thing Cooler can do. He can only go to the teleporters. 30 seconds to go. Can the rockets be good?
This is the fight Cooler needs. He's hitting loads.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Cooler's rockets were really, really good on that fight. But Plasma is still in the teleport, and Cooler is forced to go in again.
Oh, he could get it! Cooler misses the little jump. He's very weak right now. Is Plasma defending, or is he going to leg it away? He got the 50 health bubble. Rolled by Cooler. Both of them are available right now. He's going for it. Plasma, what's he doing? There's 5 seconds left. Oh, he misses! He doesn't go for it! Plasma chokes, and it's gonna be tied up. We're gonna see overtime in the first map of the day.
Chokes, definitely the keyword there, as Cooler was railable himself. He went to a rail at the jump, and that reminds me of things UK used to do, but obviously he's a wall hacker.
I can't believe that, man. Plasma, he had the map within reach. I mean, it was his at the beginning of the 9th minute, and now, well, he's going to have to play extra well.
The jump pad and force Cooler to just go back again. He can do a multitude of things, but he just, oh god.
Oh wait, hang on, this could be it.
He could get a frag again now.
Cooler's, oh, he's not railable, but he's going to be crippled by 1. 9 health left.
Don't fight there, please.
Cooler's thinking twice about that. He's like, maybe I shouldn't do that. And even though another rail now would weaken him so much.
Would weaken both.
Well, Red's going to be up now. I think Plasma's going to be going for that. He's probably going to be checking the vicinity to see if it's safe.
Yeah, Mega, but Cooler just lost a lot of time. He knows if he goes for Mega, he's going to take a lot of damage. How can Cooler leave the scene? That's a funny rocket jump. That's a trick.
Yeah, it works alright. He's got less than the starting stack, but he's alive. That's really the important thing for Cooler at the moment.
Cooler needs
LG
cannot lose this fight.
Oh, Plasma's going to go for the rail. He's going to miss the shot. Goes for the yellow. Red is up in a moment.
After that, I mean,
Plasma's got to attack here.
LG. That should have been a kill for Plasma, but he couldn't follow up with his aim. And now he's waiting there behind Cooler.
Good damage again. Here's the drop down from Plazmaistar. He's going to get the lead. We've got 25 seconds to go.
Just spawn for Plasma. He cannot. Don't go there.
Do not fight, Plasma.
Please.
This is basically what he has to not do. Okay, he's got just over 10 seconds. Going to go over to Cooler Cam. He has to find him somehow soon. He's going to get red. And this is it. Where is the Norwegian hiding? He's checking up at the top green. He's at the LG. He is well too far away. And Plasma's going to hold on in overtime and get map number 1 in the bag.
Well played, Plasma.
You know what? I was almost thinking that after the 9th minute and 55th second that Plasma was just going to throw everything away in overtime. But I'm really happy that he managed to stabilize and keep a cool head when those 2 extra minutes came.
He positioned himself at the LG, just like in front of the water pond. The water pond. Being there wouldn't allow Cooler to just come in because that's a mid-range fight, and Cooler would have to take the rail or the rocket because he didn't have the LG, so Plasma getting there in front of the LG was really the best move.
Well,
and
you know,
now we're
Cooler
going to Fierce Heights.
is very good at this map. I dare say Cooler's better at this than Cure, possibly. But also, I think Plasma's better at this than Cure. But we'll see how that matches up. I don't know if Cooler called GG in that game.
I really don't care.
No.
It was a GG for us.
Yeah, it definitely was. But you know what? Cooler's probably not going to have expected that result. And I think if he, for some reason, was maybe going at 97, 98% last game, he's going to go 105 in map number 2, because he's going to need to if he wants to try and get first place. We're going into the map, guys. Here we are. And I think I might watch Plasma off the beginning of this one.
Now this time Cooler does get the rail spawn in Plasma as the LG and the red. I guess he's picking up everything very quickly so that he can position himself and go to that rail after he picks up the shards.
Is Plasma going to get the rail as well?
He's well positioned even. I don't think Cooler even got that LG because it's still up. And yeah, Plasma is well positioned to take the red, and Cooler is going to just get the LG now. Acknowledge the loss on the red. Plasma needs to be fast in here, because if he goes for the rail, he won't have time to go back to the Mega.
He doesn't even do it. He's going straight over. I like this from Plasma. He's going to have to work something nice with the LG, because he doesn't have many other big weapons. Oh, Cooler's damage is just ridiculous right now. There's going to be a rail. No, there isn't. Cooler, he's going to stick around.
He made Cooler choke on the weapon switch.
He did. Is he gonna fall for this red? No, he's not. Cooler's gonna be able to pick that up, and Plasma's checking that he's nowhere near so that he can safely get this railgun. What's gonna happen next, Dance?
I have no idea. He made Cooler choke on the weapon switch. I haven't seen that in ever.
Is Cooler feeling the pressure? That's what I'm wondering at the moment.
Cooler doesn't even give him the rail angles. There he is. Can you get it? There's one, right?
I don't think pressure's a
Mega's
part.
still
Whoa! That was a jump over to Mega. Well, at least it was supposed to be.
Yeah, and now Cooler finally gets the Mega, and Plasma's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to my rail spot and wait for you. And Cooler, is he going to come? Another great rail.
The composure from Plazmaister at the moment
He's really
is
good at doing damage and
unparalleled.
switching the position again. Now he's well positioned for this red and Cooler. He cannot drop down because he doesn't have exact timing on it. He's probably waiting in the Mega.
I think Cooler's going to have to start sweating if Plasma gets the next Mega health.
I think Cooler did get the rail though, that's why he went there. And now he can play in long range as well, and Plasma knows he has more stack, so he wants to go in. Oh, but the rail doesn't connect, and Cooler connects with one of his.
He great damage, and there's the follow-up as well. We're going to get a tied game. Cooler actually having a lot of health and armor after that, and denying the red. Plasma won't be content.
No, he cannot. And now
Nice
it's really hard for Plasma. He needs to get himself a rail, but Cooler, I think he's going to put a lot of emphasis in denying that, and in keeping the circle in all the items.
Plasma has no idea when red spawns as well. No idea. I mean, he
or
probably
Mega.
have a 5 to 10 second guesstimate at when it spawns, but he won't know exactly when.
Oh, nice. Cooler didn't get the Mega, so Plasma maybe can get the red if he's standing there. He is standing there. He's gonna see Cooler coming in.
Oh, he gets
the red.
it. The patience paid off in the end. Cooler's little misstep costing him. Can Plasma deal the damage though? That's the question. He certainly dealt some, but whether or not it was enough,
Oh, and
I don't
that
think
spawn
so.
is probably the worst Plasma could have, because now Cooler's gonna get the other yellow as well. Plasma will get the rail though.
Plasma might just have to accept that he's lost control now and not contest it for a little bit of time. I wonder, is he going to show some defense? Because that might mean he shows more respect, or does he continue to be aggressive? Oh, amazing rockets by Cooler. 4-1 now.
And Cooler is, if he wasn't, if he didn't have his A game before, now he's definitely focused.
Yeah, he's getting that Plasma, he's in the railgun. Is that going to cost him? Just exactly how much will it cost him? Well, it's life. 5-1 here for the Russian.
And it's so hard to go against Cooler when he has such a perfect item cycle.
That's exactly what he seems to be putting a lot of focus on, and as soon as he realizes, okay, 10 seconds till an item I really need to get is coming up, how about go for a kill now? Oh, and he finds Plasma once more. There's the LG, chase him to the ground. 6-1 now, what the hell? Plazmaister, he's just... It seems like something's completely changed. He can't do anything right now.
He really can't, because whatever position he has, the time that Cooler takes to go from one item to the other, he is going to check all of those positions. Plasma is just getting caught off guard in really random places.
And he's getting severely injured by these rockets. What kind of stack is Plazmaister on?
He's on nothing. He hasn't gotten a yellow in like a minute.
Oh, Cooler.
Cooler's easy there, even though, yeah, you can't even challenge for the red.
It's like, it's fine, I know where you are. And now he's probably thinking in his mind exactly what route Plasma would be taking. Oh, dear.
Yeah, see, every time Plasma wants to do any kind of damage, he's going to have to take 150 damage for it. And he doesn't even have 150 health and armor.
There it is, some rocket damage from Plazmaister.
He get the Mega, he got the Mega, this is a great steal for Plasma. Is he going to waste all of this by trying to attack at the red right now? This is a very big gamble.
Oh dear, the drop down! Sacrificing himself to the gods there for nothing in the end.
I'd say that was the best opportunity that Plasma had to create something for himself, and
he could
attacking the red.
He could have dropped any other way, man.
Yeah,
if
he didn't even need to drop there.
Would you think doing damage would have been better?
It could try to do damage. The thing is, he didn't have a rail or the rockets, and with a Mega stack, he could probably try to put emphasis on getting the weapons, but he thought that the frag lead was already escalating, and he wanted to make a move there. I don't blame him. I would probably do the same. And these are great rockets from Plasma again, and the rail connects. One more will kill Cooler, but
oh dear!
Can't connect.
he knew if he hit that last one, it would have been a kill, but he did not make it. And the game's starting to get out of hand now. Enough.
Yeah. Enough on Cure. Enough rails that hit.
Yeah. And Cooler, he's getting hit play time now. Plasma's had his, but Cooler's extremely weak right now. 12 health. The machine gun won't even take him down. He tried it. But he just had nothing in the tank. Oh, Plasma. His LG really good this time, and he's actually going to force Cooler to kill himself. I'm going to go over to Plasma's point of view and see what he can do. We're pretty late in the game already. Does Plazmaister believe in miracles? He needs this red, though, first.
There's the red. He can even take time to get the rail, but I think he's going to be trying to chase directly.
Just trying to guess that, like, is Cooler going to make the jump over that little gap? Oh dear. Peak shots here.
Even the grenades and the rockets. Defending with everything, and that's a huge drop.
There's a pretty good drop. That worked nicely. Well played to Plasma, getting himself another kill. And let's finally find a timeout where he can get himself that railgun. There is top yellow that has just been taken by Cooler. He doesn't have all the weapons that Plasma does. Oh, nice little switch from Plasma.
And
Cooler's weak.
The jump after as well, and that's a frag, but 7 seconds for the Mega in the red spawn. Cooler, that's the best spawn Plasma could have hoped Cooler to have. But Plasma needs to connect now. And
oh dear, the rail has to hit. Where is it going to be? A bit of rocket splash. Oh my god. And he backs off from that. Doesn't want to
really needs
hurt himself
to
more.
The kill and the red there. He just, I don't think he has enough time now. It's
Where's
gonna
the 50
be
health bubble?
He needs to do 3 frags per minute.
He didn't. Did Cooler take the 50?
Yeah.
Plasma should have gone there immediately after the Mega.
Now he needs to find Cooler, and Cooler is nowhere near that room. He's on the 50 health again. And on the Mega now, and Plasma is just waiting for Cooler to come in here, and he's not going to.
He's got to stop taking these armors.
He needs 1 frag every 15 seconds, pretty much.
1 frag every small amount of time is all we need to know. So there's going to be Mega right now.
He's not connecting, and Cooler, he can even drop on the red himself, but he doesn't want to. He just wants to spam grenades, and he's gonna drop as soon as Plasma goes to jump pass. And Cooler's just using the rail. Can he get another?
Oh
yeah.
wow! Doing exactly what Plasma did to Cooler at the beginning of Cure.
Just messing around with his mind now.
Revenge is sweet. Yeah, Cooler is thinking. I mean, that is going to be game pretty much. Plasma did just get himself a kill, and he's going to look to capitalize off this. But time might just be a little bit too fragile right now.
Cooler's there at the Mega, and oh, Plasma! Just stop hitting that LG for half a second, and he would die. He would drop.
Exactly.
It's
Stop
really
waiting
hard,
for a lightning gun.
yeah.
Go on, chase. Just bring the score closer. I like the shots that Plasma goes for. They're pretty awesome.
25 seconds, 4 frags. Cooler's actually throwing himself at him.
Here's the Plasma. I can smell this might be a kill for Cooler. 19 health left. 1 more ball would have killed Plazmaister.
Cooler. And it's just so hard to kill.
Surprise! Alright guys, that is going to be GG. Looks like the final score will be 11-7 in favor of Cooler. We will indeed get ourselves a tiebreaker map. They're going to settle their differences on Sinister. This time Cooler calls GG. Ah yes, this was definitely a better game. Or a good game. A fascinating first series we're getting today though. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as tight as it's been. And I wonder, is Plazmaister going to be able to keep himself together on map 2? And maybe players like Bratella, Firebot will be looking over and thinking, Plasma looks like a tough nut to crack today. And
Bratella is definitely looking at Cooler's game and thinking how to reproduce that.
Yeah. Not Cure though. He was probably trying to get a lesson from Plasma on Cure. I'll be interested to see what maps Bratella and Plazmaister choose to play when they play each other. And we are on Sinister at the moment. Plasma...
Bratella is going to try to go for the really fast maps, and that's not going to help him at all.
Plasma?
Portella.
Portella, sorry. Well, quite possibly, but we'll speak about that in just a moment, guys. They're getting in game here. Map number 3. The winner of this will get their first win of the day. The first win of the day. I'm on Plazmaistar right off the start. He's got that rail, he got Mega. I guess a pretty even start on the whole.
There's the first rail. Just letting Cooler know.
This first of many to come.
Hopefully for Plasma.
Yeah. That's the message he's trying to put across. Is he going to go up the staircase here? It's going to be LG on LG. He's going to try and bully his way onto this. It's going to be a close fight, and Plasma's going to win it. He's had first blood every single map.
If it wasn't for that rail that he hit, he would be dead there. Can he do some more damage to Cooler? Nope, the rail doesn't connect, but Cooler is going to be on starting stack, and Plasma needs to start denying the yellows now.
He didn't realize that. Wow, if Plasma turned to the left, he would have spotted Cooler dropping. I don't know if don't think he saw him.
Great rocket, and that should be an easy frag for Plasma. Actually, easy.
Get it? Just a tickle?
Easy to kill Cooler.
Oh, this is a great start here for the Norwegian.
Again.
Can he keep himself intact though, mentally? This is really where it's going to be the hardest psychological test for Plazmaistar.
He's gonna get his mag, that's gonna help a lot, and even that rail Cooler is going to be feeling really strangled now.
Oh, there's going to be another kill for Plazmaistar. Cooler getting in his way, but Plasma's just got so much health and armor.
Yeah, now Cooler's gonna have to play it really slowly because Plasma is stacked. Cooler already got a rail, and I think he's going to be planning traps with that and just going for a lot of free damage. There's Plasma.
A nice little move. I like the position he had. A great rocket though by Cooler.
Yeah, and Cooler knows both of the major items spawn at the same time. That's why he attacked at the red last time around. He knew he was going to die. Just wanted to make sure he could get anything.
I was going to jump straight down to Mega.
Cooler wants that red, but he cannot go just up the jump pad because Plasma is there, and this should be a frag for Plasma. It turned out the best option for him. Now it's a 5 frag lead.
That is a big lead here on Sinister. And Plasma, he's got to slow his own mind down soon. I mean, he really has. It's easy to get carried away with such a fast pace of game.
And he is getting carried away, because that's a fight Plasma should have not gone for, and he was really lucky not to get killed. And now he's gonna give the control to Cooler, just because of that fight. That was really overextension from Plasma, and he's gonna lose on the Mega as well. He can try to fight it, but Cooler's rockets will definitely
2 health! Oh, just surviving here. The 50 health bubble not gonna be up. I think he took it himself recently.
He should have realized that going to that yellow would have been a big trap, and Cooler is just even rocket jumping. But Plasma did a lot of damage. One rail would kill Cooler now.
I can't believe that, man. I thought Cooler wasn't going to be able to make it onto the platform. Is he going to look for a rail up on red? Oh, he's not going to be able to land it. Cooler's going to be stacking up a little bit.
Plasma needs to be a little bit more passive. You cannot just keep going at Cooler's face. These are the kind of shots you should be going for every time.
Is he going to try and get a position and do damage on Mega? He hears it getting taken, so he's got absolutely spot-on timing. And he's looking to see if Cooler's going to use the bounce pad and then the teleporter exit. He's reading him extremely well, but now he started to miss a couple of shots. Oh, goes some good rockets here from Plasma. He gets another direct. Cooler's going to drop!
Plasma.
That was sick, man. Just absolutely extraordinary. I can't begin to imagine what Plasma's thinking right now.
Well, he's thinking about making a couple new frag movies. That's why.
I think he's going to have to rename them at the moment because
that was a huge mistake. He didn't go for the red. Then he had to pick an item to go to. He had both Mega and red spawning at the same time. If he was to pick red, he should have gone immediately. Luckily for him, he spawns at the red.
But Cooler missed his jump as well. He could have made it if he didn't mess it up, and he would have got a second kill. Cooler's movement letting him down.
Needs a better car.
And Plasma's got to watch out for these rockets. That's a painful one there. Mega's actually still not up for a couple of seconds.
He doesn't have exact timing on the Mega. But now he cannot go to the red either, because Cooler's going to be if the teleports are there, and Plasma doesn't even have a rail.
Well, we haven't reached halfway mark yet, so on paper this is a very doable comeback. But really, in the grand scheme of things, if Plasma can cool his head, then you can slow play this nicely. Oh, the rockets again are just...
The rocket, he knows exactly how to use the rail. He knows that right after the rail, Cooler is going to be onto him and all of his opponents. And he's totally ready for what he's going to do.
Is he going to try and make it up to the red? No, it's a big risk. Plasma thinking twice about that. He wants
on
this.
10 health.
He's just looking for the quickest way to some kind of health bubble, and at the moment it feels like to him every direction is troublesome. Gets himself on rail. Oh, Cooler, he chooses the correct direction. He doesn't go through the teleporter, and Plasma is going to lose out on another frag. 4 between them, and Cooler's doing exactly the right things to make his way back into this game.
He wants to drop to the rail so badly. He does do it in the end. Cooler not going to see it. You might see that the rail is not up. So yeah, you have been here. And
oh dear.
Now Cooler is really thinking about where Plasma can be dealing damage from, and he's going to be there before Plasma even fires his first rail.
I mean, typically those are good places to be hiding, but when Cooler's just when his movement is on and he's getting the places how he chooses to, it's dangerous as hell. And Plasma wants to escape right now. And Cooler wants to take everything, but I think Plasma can get himself lower yellow. No, he even ran away from that. Mega and Red spawn at similar times.
Plasma cannot go for anything. He's on 19 health. That's all he has. He's fishing for 25 health bubbles.
My heart is absolutely thudding for Plasma right now.
The pillar at Mega. Is Cooler going to see him there? He doesn't see it. He's behind the pillar at Mega.
You might see him on this angle. What?
No, he just
okay.
left.
Oh, he's gone.
He's on top yellow. Is Cooler going to chase direct? That's a weird rocket jump, but it works.
It works just fine. Plasma, he can't be anywhere near Cooler at the moment.
He needs to go to another map. Just take the portal and fly away. Cooler does do a mistake on the timing though, so Plasma steals the Mega away. Great steal from Plasma.
I think Cooler knew the timing, and I think he was having a guess that Plasma wasn't at Mega, but he was, you know, there ready to steal it.
And he sees him there.
A rail. We've got 3
Plasma
minutes.
Can actually fight now. This is very dangerous for Cooler because these rockets are very good in this occasion, and he can get a frag. He's as position on the Mega, but why does he drop down? He's gonna get the frag anyway. So risky decisions from Plasma, but he's totally making up for it.
I don't think Cooler's expecting it.
Amazing. No, Cooler is definitely not expecting it. And Plasma is just delivering. He's gonna go up. That should be another frag. And
oh, he's going for the rail at the end, but he's not hitting it. He doesn't commit any further because Cooler was starting to deal a lot of damage. Don't say anything conclusive yet.
I'm not. I am definitely not. One rail will kill Cooler now. But
oh,
there it is, the rail.
The tightest of angles. And he's going to need a little bit of LG ammunition, to be honest. Top yellow is going to be up. And now Cooler, after having some fantastic work through the 4th, 5th, 6th, most of the 7th minute, it's now all about Plasma.
Why does he drop down though? That's so risky. Cooler, can he get the Mega? He does both times. Who's going to spawn in the Mega? Plasma does.
No, Plasma spawns was by Red, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, that's a great rocket by Cooler.
But Cooler's getting sent straight out again.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go, and Plasma is on the verge of beating Cooler 2-1. And Avex's gonna be looking at the side and laughing.
Yeah. I mean, who would be expecting Cooler not to place top 2? I wonder what else has Plazmaister got to offer. He's gonna drop down over here. Another very important fight.
That's GG there. I mean, I don't think we're going to believe
it.
That is GG.
He calls it. Plazmaister is going to be taking down Cooler in the first group game of the day.
Really well played.
Absolutely incredible. Biggest upset of the week. Biggest upset of the month.
Biggest upset ever?
Well,
not ever.
Not ever, but definitely of the month, and from who knows what we can think. What a performance. Cooler, he just couldn't do it anymore. And I say some of those fights were just so clutch. Plasma's rockets were much better than his rail, like, during a lot of these games. I mean, if it wasn't for that.
I like that he practiced his rockets a lot, because that's definitely needed.
It really is. And actually, Brutella wants to